It's Saturday. Welcome to Tiltcast Shortz, the new show that thinks full AI storyboarding in games is a hilariously dumb idea. I'm Nauss.
I'm Jason, and yes, it is.
We're playing a video in the background. I just want you guys to know this is pretty fun. So there is found this on PC Gamer, and there is an AI video that was done demonstrating the ability to create games via AI. It's a first-person shooter game, sort of, with storyboard prompts. So I'm just going to let that play in the background. You guys can watch that as we talk about it. But this came from tech investor Matt Schumer, who's the CEO of HypeRight. He posted this video on X with a caption, "AI games are going to be amazing." Look for yourself. How amazing is this? So there's a lot of inconsistencies here. You'll notice things like a rifle with 2 sets of iron sights, a lot of weird and incorrect signs. There's a bus turning into a train, which then turns into a ladder. The character's gun is going to change shape several times. When your teammates is shooting a ball of fire from his hand, you shoot the ground, damage yourself, and then there's like weird AI text prompts that are showing up. There's also a lot of just like the more you watch it, the weirder it gets. Like there's this drone thing, and then the drone is like then merging into multiple drones.
Right.
None of it's consistent at all.
Which is exactly why when we discussed, Microsoft, Xbox and Sony introducing AI tools into their development pipeline, I said, using those tools, for example, to help generate different active shots of a character you've created, just so that you're not having to manually, create shots of a character from different angles, etc., so that you get your full scene development out of it, etc. That's fine, but using it to actively try to generate scenes and render scenes is a horrible fucking idea.
Yeah, if you've been watching while we've been talking, he drops down the ladder and he like sees the ladder and then immediately splash, he's in the water. And then it does this video demonstrates something weird. It's almost like the Telltale games where you'd like choose an action and then it would move to the next scene, which doesn't kind of loses the whole point of all of this. Like the defense on this was saying, you're missing the point. It's not a finished product. It's a glimpse of what's coming. And, this might be better in 5 years. And honestly, the scary thing is this is kind of like Will Smith eating spaghetti. It's very possible it gets way better. I think the problem is that the way that AI works is a lot of this stuff isn't very editable. And then it generates its own code in a very machine language kind of way that's not real editable by humans. And I think, like, let's say you're enhancing fire or something like that with AI. I think that's great, right? Let's say you need to remove an object in a photo. I think that's okay. I think this AI slop, just watching it again, just makes me laugh. It's like this van pulls up, right? And then it like turns like it's on a circular platform. Like, why did the ladder none of this makes any sense. Like, it demonstrates the point that we've all been saying. But on the other side of it, again, it's like Will Smith eating spaghetti. If we all remember that video, which is not that old, the Will Smith eating spaghetti video of just like the weird face morphing and all the spaghetti and all of his hands and all of those things. It has definitely gotten better. If you guys have seen the Sora videos, sometimes those are fairly believable, to be honest with you. Sora is the video editing platform that'll let you enter text prompts and create a stupid video. And I've been seeing a lot of like house-sized cats run through houses and all sorts of stuff with that, which I think is funny, right? There's a whole AI thing with Sasquatch that sometimes I watch that I think is funny that whoever's generating the prompts is doing a fairly decent idea. But like in general, like it's not something you'd want to see a full movie of. I don't think AI is there yet. And I think the backlash with AI is that it's just like, it's not created. It's just a series of like things generated together based on what it's learned to generate part of what your vision is from a series of text prompts. Like,
well,
this is what we're drawing multiple gigawatts of power for, is for bullshit like this.
I mean, this is what they're using freaking jet turbines to generate additional power to back up, is stuff like this. I mean, you watch this video loop over and over again, and you can see this on both in the PC Gamer article and on
in this video,
the Twitter from Matt Schumer, and like it's ridiculous. For example, you're about 20 seconds into the scene, you step onto a subway car. Like normal ass subway car, from the back of the subway car. And then all of a sudden, as it goes to move through the exit, you're now facing the side of the subway car, moving through the subway car to the platform all of a sudden. It's not logical scene progression. AI is horrible at logical scene progression.
This needs a director behind it. It needs somebody with years of experience of understanding what comes next. And none of what comes next in this makes any sense. And then, of course, the weird, like, whatever slop he put this together in. Like, nobody wants to play a first-person shooter where you choose, like, the next option, right? Like, the last time that we did something kind of like that was Time Crisis when you had a gun, right? And remember, you hit the pedal, it pulls up the next set of enemies, right? And I think you hit the pedal to reload. I can't remember exactly. But it would progress the scene for you to shoot. And so it was a static image of a scene, and then they generate things for you to shoot in each of those scenes. Time Crisis, that's what game that was.
Yeah.
And that kind of made sense. What this is showing, though, makes zero sense. He created, is like, make a high octane game video featuring a soldier in an urban warfare environment. Like that's what he probably fed this, and this is what it came up with. And it's like an amalgamation of all weird and bad choices. I don't know. It makes zero sense to me. I don't know where we're going with this kind of stuff. I hope that more backlash is generated, because I don't want to see this become the norm in games. Again, like I could see things like, I need to get this cape a different color, right? Or I've got all these pixel sprites and I need to create some objects for them, right? I need to generate a cape that fits this character, or a helm that fits this character. And I want it to look like a skull. Then you go back and you grab that piece of art and you retouch it to get it where you need it to be. And it being shortcuts for things like that, no problem. And just like we were talking about last week, like SpeedTree, right? I need you to generate me a landscape. And as long as it's fully editable, it's good to get the palette out there so that you can like do a few things with it and tweak it and get it right.
Yes.
That's fine. This is bullshit. This is 100% bullshit.
This is it's just incoherent, has no direction, and I don't want to play my games like this. I don't want it to be stitched together scene ideas that the AI thinks I'm wanting, right?
I think where it'll become is like, we'll get a more refined rendition of this, right? And then the problem will be is that a lot of things are inconsistent in the game design, and then that's when we'll know that it was AI, right? Well, they'll generate a big open world map where there's a lot of dead ends where there shouldn't be dead ends on the roads. There'll be a lot of like you'll be in a cityscape and there'll be like 3 barber shops within a block of each other, and you'll be like, oh, that breaks immersion. Like, oh yeah, they probably generated this with AI, and so they fucked up, right? Like that's how this is going to end up happening.
Yeah. Now, segueing a little bit away from AI slop, just so we aren't beating a dead horse. Did you hear about the CEO of Remedy stepping down?
No, I did not hear about that.
Yeah. So Tiro Virtola has announced that he's stepping down after 9 years as Remedy's head.
It's kind of sad.
And a lot of people are linking it to a lot of the blowback and failure of FBC Firebreak.
Yeah, they kind of make one game at a time, and they need every game to sell, and that one not selling at all, and then it taking them forever to catch back up on. Like, Alan Wake 2 is not a bad game at all. The problem with Alan Wake is it was an Epic exclusive. And
yes,
not enough people played it on Epic. They waited for it to come on Steam, and I think that's a big reason why it took almost over a year for it to catch up on sales. A lot of people protested the fact that it was an Epic exclusive for whatever reason.
And even though you can't go buy Alan Wake 2 on Steam right now.
Are you not able? I thought you were able to.
No.
No, well, that further enhances my point then.
Yep.
Bad decisions. Bad marketing decisions. The game's pretty good.
Bad marketing decisions and bad AI decisions. It will ruin you.
Yeah, for sure. What do you guys think about all of this? I was going to say, what do you guys think about all of this AI stuff? Are we on the same wavelength as you, or are you excited about AI's future in game development? Where can you find us, Jason?
Find full episodes of our long-form podcasts, the Tiltcast, at tiltcast.com. Search for it there on iTunes and Spotify, as well as the audio versions of the short news episodes. You can also, of course, watch these every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at youtube.com/tiltcastshorts with a Z. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and come back on Tuesday for more news.
All right. See you guys later.